personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you feel stronger and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 9.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 9. I hope all of y'all are having a fantastic Saturday across North Mississippi. It's definitely been a beautiful day, and thankfully most of us have stayed dry. Well, I'm here to let you know kind of what we expect for those rain chances for the rest of your Saturday night and looking ahead for the rest of the weekend. So let's hop right in the broadcast. Our first headline is going to talk exactly about that. Rain chances highest in our morning hours tomorrow. Once those kind of move on through, we should be sitting pretty good for the rest of our Sunday. We've been talking about an active weather pattern. We experienced it a lot yesterday, which is kind of why we're not seeing much of those storms today. And we're going to see a little bit more of that activity return towards the start of the work week. But thankfully for our weekend, we continue to stay mostly dry. But another warm afternoon is in store. We're still talking about those toasty kind of just afternoons in our forecast. Those are sticking around, but storms, they are still on the horizon. So we could talk about maybe a few heavier showers tomorrow are under severe level risk for your Sunday, but we're looking ahead towards your Monday and Tuesday as those chances kind of become a little bit more intense, or at least more confident. We'll be giving you the very latest as we continue into the broadcast ahead. But looking at the first 12, we continue to stay dry on the front end. We're starting with temperatures around 67 degrees by 10 o'clock, partly cloudy skies above, slowly cooling down towards the low 60s. That's about where we're going to stay for the overnight period ahead, especially for our overnight lows. Like I mentioned, those rain chances a little bit more prominent in the early morning hours, but notice mostly cloudy icon. Not all of us are seeing these rain chances. It's only going to be pretty much the southern portion of the Delta where you could see the highest levels of those rain chances. I'll show you what I mean in just a few seconds, but those rain chances kind of stick around throughout the rest of the day for a few pop-up showers as we slowly and honestly quickly start rising back into the low 70s by 10 o'clock, and we'll be in the low 80s tomorrow afternoon before you know it. But taking some live looks across North Mississippi, this is a live look out there in Houston, 70 degrees. But here's the story. Oh, wow, we just updated. Okay, 66 degrees, feels like 66. That feels a lot better outdoors. I was kind of shocked that we were feeling around the low 70s, but a lot better out there, already in the mid 60s this evening out there in Houston. So still beautiful. You're staying dry. Beautiful night to get outside and enjoy these outdoor conditions. Before we start talking about those rain chances, same thing out here in Batesville. You can kind of see the glowing city lights underneath this camera, but 66 again feels like 66. That dew point around 63, so that cloud cover going to become a little bit more prominent into the evening hours, just with that moisture still in our atmosphere. Unfortunately, not going to be in those rain chances, still just going to be in the cloud cover above. But for those out there in Caledonia, 68 degrees, feels like 68, close towards the Starkville region. I know y'all are still watching the Bulldogs play. Ole Miss Rebels, y'all are in the bottom of the ninth as well. So tied game, I believe. Some good games going across our region. Hopefully both teams can pull it off, especially if we're enjoying these beautiful conditions. We're staying dry here in North Mississippi. Again, this radar all the way on the far eastern side of our state along the Alabama state line. Almost looks like it's trying to pick up some rain chances super far away out there across the Mississippi River. So not the best look, but could start to see some of those rain chances or sprinkles move into the overnight hours. But the main story right now, we continue to stay dry and enjoy these beautiful conditions as we wrap up our Saturday night plans. Now take a look at our surface analysis. You wouldn't guess, but technically cold front is moving through North Mississippi right now. And you can definitely tell it's a weak cold front because, one, we are not feeling chilly whatsoever outside. It's not bringing any of those strong storms either. So not talking about those rain chances with any lift. But that's what's continuing to move through North Mississippi, and we kind of start to see a stationary front the further out west you go, where that severe weather is ongoing currently. That's going to continue to shift further and further east towards us and almost access a wall or barrier with those rain chances. Makes it difficult to kind of see where those rain chances could pop up, but also why we're seeing those rain chances continue to stay a little further south. And we can see that here on our severe weather risk. The southern portions of the Delta, you are in a level 1 out of 5 with that severe weather kind of making its way into North Mississippi. Again, those rain chances or kind of highest risk for that severe weather will be in the early morning hours. once you make it past the morning, you are going to be good to go for the rest of the day. But that's kind of where we can see those rain chances a little bit more prominent. But the good news is we're seeing that trend kind of show those rain chances going further and further down south towards the Jackson region. So I want to give you the latest look at that severe weather risk graphic that we have. We'll make sure to continue to keep you updated on that as that updates as we head into tomorrow as well. So let's get a visual on that on our Futurecast. This is starting off around 9 o'clock. Still talking about those dry conditions all across our region. Rain chances a little bit further south and east out in Alabama. But as we continue into the overnight period, we could start to see a few of those sprinkles continue to move on through and take a look at some of those heavier showers. Again, most of those continue to stay further south, but we could still see maybe a few heavier showers out there in Greenville, southern portions of the Delta in the early morning hours. But take a look. We're already at 1 o'clock tomorrow, that stationary front over us, and we're talking about drier conditions as well. So not going to be an all-day event tomorrow, maybe a little bit heavier up front in the early morning hours for some people out there in the Delta, but as a whole for North Mississippi, most of us will continue to stay dry throughout the day tomorrow. Now take a look at the next 24. We still have the chance for a few maybe pop-up showers or sprinkles just due to that stationary front lingering over North Mississippi, but still going to be a beautiful day. We're starting off in the low 60s by 6 o'clock, quickly rising towards the upper 70s by 12, low 80s by those afternoon hours. Again, probably feeling just slightly warmer than what those temperatures are actually reading outdoors, and then slowly cooling back off into the low 70s by 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. So going to be kind of a mostly cloudy day. Thankfully starting to see some of that cloud cover leave in the early evening hours and continuing into the overnight period, but still going to be a beautiful Sunday. But we still got to talk about those rain chances, kind of where it can be a little bit more impactful and what's all in store as we continue into our weekend ahead. So of course, all of that's coming up in the next 60 seconds. So don't go anywhere as I'll give you an in-depth look on your Sunday, and also sneak peek at what the start of the work week has in store. All of that's coming up right after this break.
As a bankruptcy firm, Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling realizes many people are worried about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham & Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you.
Every legend starts somewhere.
Not with perfection, but with the decision.
The decision to show up, work harder, and believe this place can change everything.
At Northeast, you're more than just a number.
We're built on opportunity, and our students are willing to rise to the occasion.
Here, success isn't handed to you. It's earned.
You don't just leave with a degree, you leave as a legend.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 9. Real quick, take a look at your 7-day forecast. You can definitely tell an active pattern continues, not only technically through the rest of this weekend, but especially into the work week ahead. We're still talking about those rain chances tomorrow, but becoming a lot more prominent Monday and Tuesday, and pretty much sticking with us for the rest of the work week ahead. So let's get started in this broadcast, get you guys updated and ready for your Sunday tomorrow, and of course, everything that the work week has in store. So right now out here in Tupelo, temperatures in the upper 60s, feels like 72. So even though those temperatures are reading in the upper 60s, we actually feel like we're still in the low 70s, just showcasing kind of how muggy and humid it is outdoors. Unfortunately, that's going to continue to be the trend heading into tomorrow. So just be prepared as you get ready for any afternoon plans. Going to be a toasty one. Now, Futurecast still showing those dry conditions all across North Mississippi. There's a little bit of those sprinkles that the radar was trying to pick up earlier at the start of the broadcast. That's going to continue to shift on closer and closer towards North Mississippi, kind of start to grace a few of us out there in the Delta. Again, not meaningful rainfall. What we're really tracking is some of these heavier showers and systems kind of moving further down south across our region and continuing further closer towards the Jackson area. But like you just saw, a few of those heavy showers could affect the southern portions of the Delta, but as a whole, most of North Mississippi continues to stay dry, but we are tracking maybe a few intense and heavier showers on the front end of your Sunday morning tomorrow. Now, those low temperatures overnight only dropping towards the low 60s, so already going to be a mild start to the day ahead, and we're going to quickly start warming up again, but definitely above average. and we're going to continue feeling those toasty conditions even into the afternoon as well. Now take a look at your day planner as you pretty much plan out your church plans tomorrow morning and your post-church lunch plans. You're starting off in the low 60s by 7 o'clock like we just mentioned. Those rain showers a little bit more prominent in the morning hours, especially for those out there in the southern portions of the Delta. Quickly rising towards the upper 70s by 12 o'clock, low 80s by 3, and slowly cooling off still in the low 80s by 7 and feeling probably slightly warmer by then as well. Kind of just waiting for that sun to begin setting. Now coming back to Futurecast, we're still talking about a few of those showers kind of lingering in the southern portions of the Delta, but this time a little bit less prominent as we've already made it through the early morning hours. That stationary front continues to pretty much just stay stationary, linger across North Mississippi, primarily keeping those rain chances south of it, but it kind of can't tell which way it wants to go. It kind of just shifts along North Mississippi, providing the lift for maybe a few showers or sprinkles throughout the day, which is why you see those rain chances very minimal, but kind of all day long as this lingers across our region. But for the most part, we're going to continue to stay dry with just a few sprinkles affecting a few of us throughout the day ahead. But even by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, still enjoying those dry conditions. Going to be a beautiful day ahead. Just keep the umbrella in the back seat, keep those shorts and short sleeves on, because no matter where you are, you definitely will experience those toasty conditions. Take a look at your high temperatures tomorrow, still in the low 80s. And unfortunately going to feel slightly warmer than what those temperatures are reading outdoors. So not only do you need to keep the umbrella in the car, but maybe keep a water bottle, spare fan, anything to just fan you as you are outside tomorrow. Definitely going to be another kind of sticky day. But of course, still going to be beautiful. So how to throw in the pickleball planner tomorrow afternoon. Fun activity to do outdoors. But again, low 60s as you start off the day if you want to go out there early in the morning. Quickly rising towards the low 80s for your highs and still pretty much in the low 80s even into the early evening hours. Now coming back to Futurecast, this is our GFS model as we look towards the end of our weekend Sunday night and into your Monday ahead. This is starting off around 6:30 Sunday evening, still talking about those dry conditions, but not for long. We see those rain chances already making their way back into North Mississippi. Again, nothing too impactful, just some rain showers kind of moving in around midnight, crossing the Mississippi River into the Delta. And this is going to continue to be the trend into the overnight hours. Just a few showers before we start talking about drier conditions, maybe even partly cloudier conditions by Monday around 8 a.m. So still not really talking about a soggy Monday morning. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Monday mornings are already bad enough. Let's try to keep those rain showers out of the forecast. But we're not going to keep them out forever. By lunchtime, we're still talking about those dry conditions, that southerly wind bringing in lots of moisture into North Mississippi. And with that, we're going to see those rain chances become a little bit more prominent. Just takes till Monday evening and into the overnight hours until we see them. Even by 5:30, we're still talking about dry conditions all across North Mississippi. So if these models continue to hold, you should be able to go through most of your Monday with pretty much rain-free conditions. It's Monday night and into Tuesday that we're really keeping our eyes on. Take a look at this as we continue into the evening hours, especially during our 9 o'clock show and 10 o'clock show. We could start tracking some heavier showers, especially a little heaviest out there in the Memphis region, starting to cross into the Clarksdale-Shelby region across the Mississippi River. This is at 9:30 for your Monday night. And just those rain showers pretty much along Highway 6, the northern portions of our viewing area, and they're going to continue to get heavier, kind of move on through North Mississippi, even closer towards that midnight hour. This is around 11:30, affecting those out there in Sardis, Clarksdale region, in the northern portions of the Delta, and continue to shift further and further along east. So bringing some much needed rainfall, some heavy amounts of rainfall as well, but could also bring a little bit of that severe weather potential as well, which is something we're continuing to monitor as well. Take a look at your severe weather risk for your Monday. Half of our area almost pretty much in that level 2 risk of severe weather, while the other half in the level 1, and the further south you go, starting to just barely get clipped out of it, but definitely in that general thunderstorm category. So almost all of us could expect maybe a few showers, storms, and rumbles of thunder throughout the Monday night period into your Tuesday. And you saw with that 7-day forecast at the start of this broadcast that Monday, Tuesday continue to be pretty confident days where we could expect some showers and some high impactful storms. Of course, we're going to make sure to keep you updated as we get closer and closer towards the Monday ahead, but wanted to give you the latest look at that severe weather risk as we get closer. But of course, going to be another toasty day here in North Mississippi. Our normal should be around the upper 70s, excuse me. Those highs, they are definitely in the upper 80s, going to feel toasty and unfortunately feel even worse outdoors as well. Those feels like values pretty much pushing us into the low 90s. We're definitely getting closer towards those summertime months. I know the kids are ready to get out of school and get ready to enjoy summer. Well, looks like we're starting to kind of feel the effects of that, especially in the weather department as we continue pushing further and further into April. Now that 7-day forecast, a very busy and active pattern continues here in North Mississippi. Again, 20% chance tomorrow, especially in the early morning hours. Then thankfully, most of us continue to stay dry, but keep the possibility of an kind of pop-up shower in the back pocket. Keep that umbrella in the back seat of your car. Monday and Tuesday continue to be higher confidence days with the chance of thunderstorms and showers moving into North Mississippi. We'll make sure to continue monitoring that, let you know kind of what the biggest threats are as we get closer and closer, but keeping a close eye on that for your Monday and Tuesday as we get ready for the work week ahead. And those rain chances, they're not going anywhere, even into your Wednesday, Thursday, and again, kind of soaring into your Friday. Those rain chances dimming just a little bit for your Thursday as those kind of continue getting shifted further and further back into your Thursday night and pretty much into the overnight period for your Friday or into the Friday morning hours. So definitely keeping a close eye on that. And hopefully by Saturday night and into your Sunday, we can hopefully start talking about some drier weather. It looks like a lot here on the 7-day forecast, but with how dry we've been, this is definitely some much needed rainfall that we just need to catch up on. And we'll definitely make sure to keep you updated all week long as we continue kind of going through this active weather pattern. No better way to stay updated with us than with our Mississippi Live Weather app. The QR codes on your screen here take you to either the iOS or Apple App Store and the Android App Store, where it'll take you straight to the app. Of course, you can share it with any friends and family that you want to have our app. We appreciate all the support and feedback you have given to us because we want to make sure it is definitely a useful app, but one that serves the purpose that you guys need for it. We'll be live later on tonight at 10, continuing to give you the latest information as more model runs come out, but also just let you know what to expect for your Sunday tomorrow, kind of how much longer this drier weather lasts, and when those rain chances return. All of that will be coming up later on tonight at 10, but until then, continue to enjoy y'all Saturday evening, and we'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Room to Room's birthday party is going on now. Come celebrate 23 years with us. Up to 70% off store-wide discounts. Free gifts for everyone. Plus, we pay your sales tax. It's a celebration you don't want to miss, only at Room to Room.
You looking for quality? Harvey chefs start with the best cuts of certified Angus beef. Then we season them with a special blend of spices before they're grilled to perfection over a mesquite wood fire. And when paired with one of our signature sides, well, the only thing you need to bring is an appetite. Now that's quality, delivered to your table. Harvey's, a difference you can taste.
Thank you, Holka, for watching Mississippi Live Weather. Thank you, New Albany, for supporting Mississippi Live Weather.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, good evening and welcome back to another Mississippi Live weather update. It has been a beautiful Saturday across North Mississippi, and thankfully, take a look at our evening planner. Those conditions, they're going to continue into the rest of our Saturday ahead. We're starting off in the low 70s still by the 8 o'clock time frame, cooling off thankfully towards the mid 60s by 11, dropping towards the low 60s by 2 o'clock. And once we reach the low 60s, that's pretty much where we're going to be for the rest of the overnight period ahead. Now, Futurecast shows a cold front moving through North Mississippi. Can't quite tell that outdoors, just showcasing it's a very weak front moving on through, not providing any rain chances either, or at least not many, not talking about any strong storms moving on through. This is around 8:30, maybe the few showers out there just south of the Tennessee state line, the further north you go, and pretty much out there in the southern portions of the Delta. Maybe the opportunities for a few light showers and sprinkles for you guys out there, but as a whole for North Mississippi, we continue to stay mostly dry with only a few showers and sprinkles across the southern portions of the Delta. Notice the heavier showers and storms continue to stay further south of our region, closer towards Jackson, not quite affecting us in the early morning hours for our Sunday coming on up. Now, we're still talking about some toasty afternoon hours ahead of us for your Sunday and pretty much into the rest of the work week, but take a look at those highs for your Sunday, pretty much back in the low 80s yet again. But it's going to feel even warmer as you go outdoors, so definitely going to be muggy and a little bit sticky. Make sure to have those fans with you and keep those shorts and short sleeves in the rotation for quite a while here in North Mississippi. Now take a look at the 7-day forecast. We're starting off already mild in the low 60s by 7 o'clock, quickly working our way into the low 80s, feeling slightly warmer than what those temperatures are outdoors, and thankfully already cooling back off slowly into the upper 60s by 10 o'clock tomorrow. Now those rain chances not quite prevalent for your Sunday tomorrow, only around 20%, but rising quickly back towards 50% coverage for your Monday and Tuesday as we talk about those thunderstorms returning and pretty much sticking with us for the rest of the work week ahead. So make sure to continue to stay updated with us as we'll give you the very latest and most updated information here. We'll be live later on tonight at 9 and 10 talking about those rain chances upcoming for the rest of your weekend ahead, but more specifically for the start of the work week and what the rest of the week has in store. But until then, continue to enjoy y'all Sunday or y'all Saturday, and we'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
How do you know if your roofer is actually telling you the truth or just trying to sell you something you don't need? I'm Chris with Absolute Restoration. When we come out, we don't tell you what's wrong. We show you with photos, videos, and documentation. You'll see exactly what we see so you can make your own decision. And we back our work with a 50-year warranty and a 25-year algae warranty. Plus, no cost upgrades with 0% financing and no payment for 6 months.
thank you, Corinth, for supporting Mississippi Live.
Every legend starts somewhere.
Not with perfection, but with the decision.
The decision to show up, work harder, and believe this place can change everything.
At Northeast, you're more than just a number.
We're built on opportunity, and our students are willing to rise to the occasion.
Here, success isn't handed to you, it's earned.
You don't just leave with a degree, you leave as a legend.
We can see the lowering. We're going to have a good shot at that as it approaches the Rienzi area. Tornado warning now issued. We'll do a push alert behind the scenes for folks here up here in Alcorn County. Rotation on this thunderstorm increasing to the point back into Tippah County as well, where the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for your locations. Thank you, Mantachi, for supporting Mississippi Live.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Well, good evening and welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 10. It has been a fantastic Saturday across North Mississippi. And thankfully, it's been some fantastic baseball games as well. I know the Rebels were playing Georgia. The Bulldogs currently playing LSU right now. Been some fun games out there, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, both teams coming out on top right now. Now, the Bulldogs are winning currently. Last I checked, the Rebels were tied going into extra innings. So definitely an action-packed night across North Mississippi, but want to give you the very latest on all things weather. So let's hop right into the broadcast as well. We have a rainy start to the morning for some. That's going to be the key word as we continue going further and further into this forecast and broadcast, because these rain chances not going to be for everybody, but we could be tracking maybe a few prominent ones later on tomorrow morning. Now for the rest of the weekend, we're going to stay dry. So once you get through those rain showers tomorrow morning, there's a chance for maybe a few pop-up showers, more like sprinkles, but not really seeing anything high impactful tomorrow for your Sunday afternoon. Still going to be warm and toasty. Now what we can take a look at is a look at tomorrow's baseball games and the forecast for those. I'll be giving you the very latest on that coming up towards the end of this broadcast ahead. But first, let's take a look at our first 12. We're starting off dry, especially on the front end. Mid-60s by 11 o'clock, cooling off towards the low 60s overnight, and that's about as far as we're dropping, staying dry primarily throughout most of the overnight period. We could see maybe a few sprinkles move into the kind of just delta region across the Mississippi River later on tonight, but those rain chances become a little bit more prominent in the early morning hours and pretty much fall off for the rest of the day ahead as we quickly rise up towards the mid-70s tomorrow. So as we continue pushing further and further into this forecast, let's transition this in the Room Troom Weather Center as we continue taking a look at the forecast. Taking a look at our Mama Justice Doppler radar, we're still talking about those dry conditions all across North Mississippi. Now, if you were here for us during the 9 o'clock show, we're talking about some of these rain showers kind of moving on in. Again, very far away from the radar site, just trying to pick up on anything, but we could maybe see a little bit of rain high aloft, trying its best to make its way to the surface. Primarily going to be sprinkles. Again, nothing impactful, but for the most part here in North Mississippi, we continue to stay dry, especially as those baseball games continue pushing on through. Now take a look at our Mama Justice Doppler radar. You wouldn't be able to tell, but technically we do kind of have a cold front moving through North Mississippi just a little bit, but very slow moving, pretty much going to transition towards a stationary front. Very impactful weather occurring out west, out there in Oklahoma and Texas. You can start to see some of those tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings being issued. Thankfully not an issue for us here in North Mississippi, not really expecting that into the overnight hours. Now, Futurecast, you can definitely tell where some of that more active weather is. That's very far out west towards Oklahoma, Arkansas, into Texas. We continue to stay dry for the most part. Maybe the potential for a few pop-up showers, but you saw on our Mama Justice Doppler radar, we're not really tracking any of that. So this model giving us a little bit too much to look at currently. We continue to stay dry. What we are keeping an eye out on are these rain showers. Notice how even between the 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, all those showers continue to push further and further down south. And that's why these trends and those rain percentages kind of keep dropping, especially throughout today, but into the overnight period ahead. So not really expecting anything too impactful overnight, but option for maybe a few heavy showers in the most southern portions of the Delta are possible, but thankfully that continues to shift further and further south, closer towards the Jackson area and away from us here in North Mississippi. Now take a look at the next 24. We're not confident on these rain chances, but because of that stationary front lingering, could provide some lift for a few showers into your Sunday tomorrow. More prominent in the front end of your Sunday. Low 60s by the time you wake up, 20% chance of rain coverage by 6 o'clock, even into 9 o'clock, rising towards 67 degrees for your temperature. Already into the upper 70s by 12 o'clock, low 80s for your afternoon hours. Kind of keeping that cloud cover pretty prominent throughout most of your Sunday ahead, and those rain chances, they linger, and you're going to see kind of what I mean by that as we continue further into the broadcast ahead. Now take a look at our current conditions right now here in Tupelo. Low 60s, 63 degrees, feels like 63. So finally starting to feel like those temperatures outdoors. It's been a hot, humid, and muggy day here in North Mississippi. Unfortunately, you can expect that tomorrow, especially with that dew point still in the low 60s, just showing how humid we are outdoors. But thankfully starting to feel actually like those temperatures as we continue into the overnight hours. Now, Futurecast still doing a little bit too much in my opinion, showing some rain showers out there in Tishomingo County. We just saw our current radar, not seeing those rain showers. We continue to stay dry here in North Mississippi. Few sprinkles and light showers will do their best to move into the pretty much just the delta crossing the Mississippi River overnight. But even if y'all tuned in during the 9 o'clock, we were talking about a few heavy showers, potential thunderstorms moving into the delta. We're not seeing that anymore. So trends continue to push that further and further south, which is why those rain chances become less and less confident on them, which is a good thing. We can enjoy a much drier weekend getting ready for a stormier work week ahead. Now those low temperatures are already going to be a mild and above average start to the day as we're only dropping down into the low 60s. And that trend, it's definitely going to continue into the afternoon hours as well. But take a look at your church planner. We're talking about those rain chances again, still on the front end of your Sunday. Low 60s, so could be somewhat of a soggy start to your church commute as you get ready for the morning. Already rising towards the upper 70s by lunchtime as you get out of church. Low 80s by 3 o'clock, much drier weather, but keeping that cloud cover almost pretty constant all day long before finally starting to thin out tomorrow evening. Now, Futurecast, this is what makes those rain chances kind of a little bit tricky to forecast, but also keeps them in the forecast throughout most of your Sunday tomorrow. This is a stationary front kind of just lingering across North Mississippi, and it acts as a lifting mechanism to maybe provide a brief sprinkle, light shower to pop up really quick, but not going to be meaningful rainfall. We're starting at 8:30, keeping most of that moisture down south, but you can kind of see just a little bit of few of those bubbles try to pop up. Not anything impactful, but the chance for a shower or two, it's not out of the realm of possibility. So by lunchtime, most of us continue to stay dry, but pretty much along the Mississippi River, especially just north of Clarksdale and around the Belzoni region, still talking about just some chances of rainfall, very light showers, nothing impactful, but we continue to stay mostly dry throughout the rest of your Sunday ahead. Now, what you can also notice is we're talking about clearer conditions as well, so that moisture pretty much just leaving North Mississippi entirely. Question is, how long will we stay dry? When will those rain chances come back? We're going to be talking about that later on in this broadcast as well. But no matter where you are here in North Mississippi, I can guarantee hot and toasty conditions tomorrow. Going to be another warm and humid day. I say that because we're in the low 80s for your highs tomorrow, but what it feels like outdoors going to be a little bit warm. So still going to feel pretty sticky as you go throughout any outdoor plans. Still going to be a beautiful day, but we're here in North Mississippi. We kind of know how this works as we get closer towards those summer months, and we're starting to feel that presence as we get closer and closer to them. Now, coming back to Futurecast, this is for your Sunday evening, starting off around 6:30. A little bit more cloud cover in this model. This is kind of one of our long track models, the GFS one. And as we continue into the overnight period, we could talk about those rain showers making a return overnight. This is Monday at midnight. Some of those rain showers crossing the Mississippi River out in the Delta for Clarksdale, Shelby, Cleveland, and Greenville. They're going to continue moving on throughout the overnight period. But the good news is once we wake up Monday morning, not quite talking about those rain showers just yet. We can almost go through all of our Monday, even by lunchtime. Still talk about dry conditions, that southerly motion still bringing in all that moisture, that warmth, why we're going to feel toasty as we go through the Monday afternoon hours. And even by dinner time, we're still talking about dry conditions. I know you've seen the 7-day forecast. You see that 50% chance, those chance for thunderstorms. Well, it's not quite happening during the day. You can almost go through your whole workday pretty much dry. It's after the workday and into the evening overnight period where we're going to start to see those showers really start to affect us here in North Mississippi. Take a look at this. By 9:30, we're starting to talk about some heavier showers getting closer towards Clarksdale and Shelby, crossing the Mississippi River. Heavier showers out there in the Memphis region. This is at 9:30 Monday night. It's even heavier and a little bit more impactful as we get closer towards the 11 o'clock hour, transitioning even closer towards midnight, affecting those out there in Sardis and Clarksdale, northern portions of the Delta. It's going to continue shifting further and further east across North Mississippi, offering a majority of us those rain chances. But again, the more kind of severe aspect continues to be further up north here in our region and becoming less severe the further south you go, like we showed off during our 9 o'clock broadcast. So still keeping a close eye on those rain chances Monday and especially overnight into your Tuesday as well. That's why Monday and Tuesday continue to be impactful days and our highest confidence with those rain chances and thunderstorms in the near future. And like I just mentioned, we're talking about that southerly motion, bringing in all that warmth and moisture from the Gulf. We'll take a look at those high temperatures. Upper 80s for your Monday, well above average for this time of year. Definitely toasty conditions, and it's just going to feel brutal. Those feels like values, making us feel like we're in the low 90s. So this is what I mean by we're getting closer towards those summertime months, and we're practically starting to experience them as we get closer and closer to wrapping up school. I know all the kids are excited for it. Well, the weather is definitely here to remind us. But take a look at our 7-day forecast. We're still talking about a few chances of showers tomorrow. Thankfully, only around 20% coverage, enjoying a much drier Sunday tomorrow before definitely some wetter Mondays and Tuesdays coming on up. 50% chance for both of those as kind of highest confidence at the start of the work week. Before tailing on off towards 30% for your Wednesday, 20% for your Thursday, and then rising back again for your Friday as another system will move on through North Mississippi, bringing some thunderstorms and definitely a lot of rainfall for falling off yet again 20% towards your Saturday and maybe even Sunday, hopefully talking about some drier weather. So we'll have to continue monitoring that. It's been an active weather pattern, but we're going to make sure to walk you through it every step of the way coming on up here at Mississippi Live Weather. But don't go anywhere. I want to give you the latest look at the baseball game forecast, kind of what to expect for your Sunday, kind of what we agree with, what we don't agree with. That way you can plan any outdoor plans accordingly. All of that's coming up right after this break.
As a bankruptcy firm, Mitchell, Cunningham, and Bowling realizes many people are worried about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham, and Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you.
Every legend starts somewhere.
Not with perfection, but with the decision.
The decision to show up, work harder, and believe this place can change everything.
At Northeast, you're more than just a number.
We're built on opportunity, and our students are willing to rise to the occasion.
Here, success isn't handed to you. It's earned.
You don't just leave with a degree, you leave as a legend.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us for Mississippi Live Weather at 10. Wanted to show you your SEC baseball forecast for the Mississippi State Bulldogs and Ole Miss Rebels. I know they've been having exciting games tonight. The Bulldogs are still wrapping up theirs against LSU, up 1 run. Just need 2 more outs to seal the deal. So definitely a close game out there in Dudy Noble Field. Going to be another beautiful forecast tomorrow. Not quite agreeing with everything. I do agree. Going to be a cloudy forecast starting off in the upper 70s by the first pitch, low 80s by the 4th inning. This game starting around 1 o'clock, so definitely going to be one of those. You bring a portable fan, something to fan you as you're sitting out there in left field lounge. Going to be a toasty game. Now this one's kind of showcasing the possibility of some rain showers by the afternoon, early evening hours. I think just showcasing the chance of a few pop-up showers. Hopefully I'm expecting mostly dry conditions, but bring that umbrella just in case. Maybe have a rain jacket with you. Going to be the same thing out there in Oxford as well. So let's take a look at that here. This game starting just 30 minutes later, around 1:30. Upper 70s yet again by the first pitch. Kind of keeping those rain changes almost constant throughout the day. 4th inning, upper 70s still barely crossing into the low 80s. Still keeping those rain chances in the forecast, especially a little bit more prominent by the time you're wrapping up the game. But I know whether or not it's raining, if both teams can get their win, it will not be a bad way to end our Sunday and end the weekend ahead. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Of course, we're keeping a close eye on those rain chances for tomorrow, but especially for our Monday and Tuesday coming up as well. So we're going to make sure to keep you updated on the very latest. We've shown you kind of the latest trend on those rain chances heading into tomorrow. We'll have a lot more information for your Monday and Tuesday as well. So make sure to continue to stay updated with us. No better way to do so than with our Mississippi Live Weather app. The QR codes will take you to the App Store, no matter whether you have Apple or Android. We'll take you straight to our app so you can share, download with friends and family. Keep you guys updated into what has been an active pattern here in North Mississippi. But that'll be it for tonight. We'll be live tomorrow at 6, 9, and 10 to continue the weekend broadcast schedule. And make sure you are ready for, unfortunately, yet another work week here. But we still got a Sunday to enjoy and get through tomorrow. So make sure to continue enjoying y'all Saturday night. Go and check out those baseball games as they wrap up across North Mississippi. Cheer for your team to win. We'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center tomorrow night.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Thank you, Algoma, for watching Mississippi Live Weather.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, good evening and welcome back to another Mississippi Live weather update. We have a dry overnight period in store for us, but not quite going to be a dry Sunday morning ahead. We're starting off in the mid-60s by 12 o'clock, those partly cloudy skies above. That will transition to mostly cloudy as we continue cooling off towards the low 60s, and then 20% chance of rain in the early morning hours tomorrow, but not quite going to be for all of us. Let's take a look at Futurecast. We're still talking about dry conditions by midnight, maybe a few sprinkles making their way into the southern portions of the Delta. That will continue slightly into the overnight period. Again, not too confident on those chances, but it will become a little bit more prominent into the early morning hours. Take a look at some of those heavier showers in the southern portions of the Delta, not quite sticking around too long. Most of those continue to stay closer and further down south towards the Jackson region. But as a whole, most of North Mississippi will continue to stay dry into the early Sunday morning hours, but we are keeping an eye on a few heavier showers, potential thunderstorms making their way towards the southern portions of the Delta tomorrow morning. Now, for the rest of the day ahead, we're talking about another toasty afternoon in store. Low 80s for your highs yet again, but it's going to feel pretty warm as you continue into the afternoon, just feeling slightly warmer than those temperatures outdoors. So another humid and sticky day ahead. So keep that fan as you get ready for the afternoon plans you have in store tomorrow. Now that 7-day forecast again shows low 60s as we walk out of the door tomorrow. Those rain chances much more prominent in the early morning hours. Then we're talking about drier conditions and that cloud cover becoming less and less prominent into the rest of your Sunday ahead before we transition into your Monday. Now, speaking of Monday, we're talking about those storm chances returning for a lot more of us here in North Mississippi. 50% coverage for your Monday and into your Tuesday, then dropping slightly for your Wednesday and Thursday before we talk about another system making its way into North Mississippi next Friday. Now, it's been an active weather pattern here in North Mississippi. We're going to make sure to keep you updated all weekend long, but of course, all throughout the upcoming work week as well. We'll be live later on tomorrow at 6, 9, and 10 for your Sunday, but I hope all of y'all continue to enjoy y'all Saturday. Have a beautiful overnight period in store, and we'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Thank you, Biggersville, for supporting Mississippi Live.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Accident detective. Should I call 888-8888?
How do you know that number?
I am from Mississippi.
Ma'am, dial the 8s.
Calling the 8s.
Dial the 8s. I'm Attorney Casey Lott. When you're hurt in Mississippi, even lifeless objects know who to call.
Don't wait. Dial the 8s.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger. A soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli. Appetizers and cocktails from The Grill. Or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Thank you, Morville, for watching Mississippi Live. Thank you, Pontotoc, for supporting Mississippi Live Weather.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, good evening and welcome back to another Mississippi Live weather update. We have a dry overnight period in store for us, but not quite going to be a dry Sunday morning ahead. We're starting off in the mid-60s by 12 o'clock, those partly cloudy skies above. That will transition to mostly cloudy as we continue cooling off towards the low 60s, and then 20% chance of rain in the early morning hours tomorrow, but not quite going to be for all of us. Let's take a look at Futurecast. We're still talking about dry conditions by midnight, maybe a few sprinkles making their way into the southern portions of the Delta. That will continue slightly into the overnight period. Again, not too confident on those chances, but it will become a little bit more prominent into the early morning hours. Take a look at some of those heavier showers in the southern portions of the Delta, not quite sticking around too long. Most of those continue to stay closer and further down south towards the Jackson region. But as a whole, most of North Mississippi will continue to stay dry into the early Sunday morning hours, but we are keeping an eye on a few heavier showers, potential thunderstorms making their way towards the southern portions of the Delta tomorrow morning. Now, for the rest of the day ahead, we're talking about another toasty afternoon in store. Low 80s for your highs yet again, but it's going to feel pretty warm as you continue into the afternoon, just feeling slightly warmer than those temperatures outdoors. So another humid and sticky day ahead, so keep that fan as you get ready for the afternoon plans you have in store tomorrow. Now that 7-day forecast again shows low 60s as we walk out of the door tomorrow. Those rain chances much more prominent in the early morning hours. And we're talking about drier conditions and that cloud cover becoming less and less prominent into the rest of your Sunday ahead before we transition into your Monday. Now, speaking of Monday, we're talking about those storm chances returning for a lot more of us here in North Mississippi. 50% coverage for your Monday and into your Tuesday, then dropping slightly for your Wednesday and Thursday before we talk about another system making its way into North Mississippi next Friday. Now, it's been an active weather pattern here in North Mississippi. We're going to make sure to keep you updated all weekend long, but of course, all throughout the upcoming work week as well. We'll be live later on tomorrow at 6, 9, and 10 for your Sunday, but I hope all of y'all continue to enjoy y'all Saturday. Have a beautiful overnight period in store, and we'll see y'all back here live in the Room to Room Weather Center.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.